Okay, welcome. Hey guys, I'm gonna do hopefully a really quick daily review, and just kind of break down why prices moved the way it did. So now let's move on to the hourly and get into the AM session and see what happened here. So going into the AM, we had a huge SMT. So we had this SMT up here as your ES took Tuesday high, whereas NQ didn't. So that was one big indicator that we were going to head lower. So yesterday, ES took Tuesday high, and NQ didn't. And then waking up, we had this SMT as well. So ES took this 5 o'clock candle. ES left the 5 o'clock candle. So another SMT. So I should have been looking for shorts, honestly. So this is the 9 o'clock. So let's go down to 15. I honestly was kind of bullish on my outlook today. I thought I was looking at this breaker that originally was a breaker. I said I was bullish unless we displaced below this breaker. That was my outlook. And anyway, so if we go down to the 15-minute, actually we just go down to the 1 minute and look at the open. Look at 9:30 open right here. Where are you at? Let's look at 9:30. So what else do we see here? We see NQ take this high. ES leaves it. Right. So right now I use a YM when I don't see SMT on NAS and on ES. I mean, so anyways, that should have been another another huge indicator and sign that we were gonna dump. So boom, NQ takes us high right at open 9:30, has a good soup, and yes, left it. And if we take if we just see like the 5-minute standard deviations, and let's just see what that looks like. So looking at AM. Sorry guys, okay. On the wrong day. There we go. So just looking at the standard deviations, I didn't measure it out. I should have. Let's just measure it out from this high to this low. And this was Tuesday's low. That was a good liquidity point there. This is yesterday's low. So previous day low at here, Tuesday's low, right at negative. Let me delete these. I'll leave those there. So on the 5-minute, measuring it out, we have yesterday's low, previous day low, Wednesday's low here at this 22,118 level, Tuesday's low at 22,100 level basically. And it lines up real nice with this -2, -2.5 standard deviation, typically where we either reverse or if we displace through it, we'll go to -4, -5, which we did. And then we consolidated at this hourly FEG. So that's what happened in the AM. I should have I should have just been looking for shorts. That was just a really obvious short. So it's good to journal for me. See the Wednesday SMT, just recap. Wednesday SMT, ES took out Tuesday's high, NQ didn't. And then we got this London SMT, whereas NQ took out London high and ES didn't. And then at the open, another SMT right here. So, and then again, measuring out the standard deviations, boom, took out Tuesday low. So I was watching that. And then now it looks like we're creating either Tuesday high of the week, so Thursday low of the week potentially is what it could look like. So that might be a low week, and then Friday we might get a TGIF and just get back into the range. So for the PM, I don't want to move. For the PM, let's talk about PM. So that was the AM, bunch of SMTs there. So so obviously this turned bearish, so this breaker got inverse right here, right? So that's why it was red. We just consolidated, real nasty consolidation. Was not interested in any of this, just within this range in PM. So I just marked out 50% of this range, and we find support at this IFG. Same here on ES. And let's see, what SMTs did we have? I think we had SMT with YM. That's what brought us higher. So now look at YM. I didn't see any SMTs here. ES took out Tuesday low. And then here's what happened. So YM took out this low. So a 90-minute cycle low. So we don't have to see any SMTs with ES and NQ and ES right here. But with YM took out this low at 1325, basically 1330, right? Once it took out that low, it would displace above and got displaced above this breaker, about 245. I knew that we were about to just, damage is already done here. So ES and ES and NQ didn't need to take out any of these lows. These are protected because YM already took it out. And then we had another SMT. We had many SMTs, right? So we had one right here with ES and NQ. Right there. And we just look at the 15-minute. So we can get 15-minute candles. Just look at the 15-minute for now. So yeah, so right there, these two candles. SMT, I try to look at 30 minutes or higher, but in this case, because we were consolidating so much in PM, I was looking at the 15-minute SMTs. So it's SMT there, that low is protected on NQ, so that's not going to get taken. Plus, like I said, YM, once I saw that low taken, I knew that was protected. This low is protected for sure. So, and then we're just consolidating. We had an hourly SIBI right here. And that was my my draw for, I think that was my draw. Hold on, PM. Yeah, so that was my draw for power hour. And so let's dive in a little bit deeper. Yeah, so that was my draw plus previous day high, which was right here at this 2217 level. My thesis was if NQ found support at previous day high, then we would head higher because ES was finding support there, and YM was as well. YM was kind of taken off. So let's see here where we're at. So let's look at power hour. Let's look at 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, not 3 o'clock. 1300. Where are we at? What the heck? There we go. So let's look at this piece of price action here on the 1 minute. And same with YM. So 1300 to about 4 o'clock. Okay, something like this. So I was eyeing this range here. I said, once we get above these breakers, because initially it was these order blocks, then once we inverse that, we would take off. And so right, what time was that? That was around 3:45 that we inverse these order blocks, then we would take off. So so yeah, we created a bunch of SMTs, no major sweeps over 30 minute, but like I said, we have some sweeps here of a 15 minute. We have a candle to candle. If you look at the 1 minute here, NQ created a lower low at 1517. ES made equal low, so that was protected. So I was measuring out these manipulation legs on like the 1 minute or 15-second with standard deviations. -2s around here, getting at that 1 hour SIBI, which was the draw, the draw in my opinion, and obviously dug deeper into it. But then we traced down here about 50% of this current range, right? Look at that, 50% of that range, dug into there, hit this kind of it's like a 5-minute unicorn. I think we look at the 5-minute unicorn. Right about here, yeah. So here's high, lower low. This is the breaker. Kind of, is it a 5-minute unicorn? Hold on. This is the 5. This was it. 330. Around 13. Or sorry, 1530. Got this big 5-minute BISI, and I think I was looking at it's a mitigation block, kind of unicorn. I mean, kind of is, because ES took this low, whereas NQ didn't down here. So this whole block right here, that could be your breaker. Obviously it's a unicorn entry right there. So this is really strong support. Breaker plus BISI, BPR, all this, right? A lot of confluences in here to see this range be protected. So once I saw us take this low, I think I entered long again. I was aiming for I think I was aiming for 150 was my final target at close. And what happened was, on my, going out to the 1 minute. So again, the projection's up there. 150 is around that -4 from this projection, from this manipulation leg. -2 is around 150, 145. And the hourly SIBI was around that range as well, around that price level. So hourly SIBI was it's 108. Never mind. I was looking at this. I was looking at this swing low here. So this mitigation, what do you call it? I don't know what you call that, but basically this order block, 140. That was the level I was looking at as my first target. So if you see my video, I first set my target at 140, then I moved it up to 150. That's my logic behind that. It's just that swing low that I think price is going to tag. So go back down to the 1 minute and go to this last macro of the day. So basically I went in long somewhere around here. And then the reason I marked this out, because this becomes our new breaker, right? Low, high, lower low, break above this. That's a breaker. And this found perfect support to hit 150 and more. So we got 22.48. So on my funded accounts, I took a partial, I took full TP at 22.148. On my personal account, it edged it at this candle. See, the candle high of this is 22.150, and it didn't hit my limit order. So I stopped, my stop was, so I stopped out right around like 21.35 at that level. Just to close, I closed the trade, collapsed it. And so I missed out on about 15 points, unfortunately. So even though my stop was down here below this breaker at around 115, but I just didn't want to risk. I think my entry was down here somewhere around the 100 level, but I just wanted to keep as many profits as I could, even though that level did hold. This breaker did hold, right? So it's still holding. And then eventually, of course, in Asia, this place even higher, and just fill that BISI all the way in up to this level. So anyways, so that's the breakdown of today's session, AM and PM, the logic that I was looking at, 1 hour FEG that held, the reason why we didn't take any of this liquidity because YM already took it. Let's go to the 15-minute. Just to recap, that's why we didn't take it. YM already took it, so we don't need to. So don't sleep on YM. YM is definitely a good, you need to look at YM to see how ES and NQ will move. So I've been learning how to really gauge order flow looking at YM as well, because a lot of times people, I used to think, yeah, man, I only look at YM because it's just so, it doesn't correlate at all, but it actually does. You just gotta learn how to read it and see what liquidity is taken and which one isn't to see more flow. So yeah, so anyways, that's the recap. Hopefully that was quick. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the Discord or on stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.